Welcome back, fellow cardboarders. This is my Breya and Zirda Dawnbringer deck, and we built it together on our live stream with just activated abilities and combos, and this is a bracket 1 deck, and it's time for another installment of Think Outside the Deck Box. Now, let's first look at Breya, Ethereum Shaper. For 4 mana, everything except for green, you get a 4/4 human artifact creature with, when she enters, you get 2 blue Thopters with flying. And for 2, you can sack 2 artifacts, maybe your tokens, that you just created, and choose one. You can either deal 3 damage to a player or planeswalker, you can target creature, give it -4/-4, or you can gain 5 life. Then we are pairing it with our companion, which has the restriction that all our permanents have an activated ability. We did that on our live stream. We put in only permanents that have activated abilities. Instant sorceries are not restricted in any way. We can just have them in there. And all activated abilities are reduced by 2. This cannot reduce stuff by less than 1, so everything has to cost at least 1, so otherwise it would go infinite. But we're going infinite still. And the last ability is just not important. You get to have target creature not be able to block, so we're never going to use that. So for 3, you get a 3/3 that does all that. And we split the deck into different categories. We have a ramp category here, we have the removal category, the card draw category, some tutors. We're still playing bracket 1, so none of these cards are on the game changer list, and we have a couple of tutors to make it more redundant. We have our combo pile, which is paired with the color fixing pile, which will be quite important towards the end. We have a protection pile and a whole bunch of lands, which are no basics. Let's start with the ramp category. We're gonna look at these cards quite quickly since they are mostly staples. We have Springleaf Drum, we can tap our tokens that we created if we wanted to, or just Breya or whatever. We have a Soul Ring to just accelerate even faster. Arcane Signet for any colored mana, and we're playing for color, which is nice. Felwar Stone will almost always create any mana that we need since we're playing 4 colors, except for green we don't need. Orzhov Signet for filtering mana, Dimir Signet to filter mana. We have a Talisman here, which also gets us to filter mana, either white or blue. We have the Talisman that also filters for red and white. We have the Hierarchy, filtering for white and black, and a Relic of Legends, which costs 3 taps for mana and can use an untapped legendary creature to also tap for more mana. And we can use both our commanders or companion in this case to tap it for another mana, and this is what I just generally like, to create more mana than just one with a 3 mana rock. This is the removal category, and it has Abjure in there, which is so strong. For just 1 mana, you counter a spell by sacrificing one of your Thopters, because why not? They're expendable, we don't need them. We have Counterspell in here, just found it beautiful. Not a real big Final Fantasy fan, but I found it fitting color-wise as well. We have the Spellbomb, Black Spellbomb here, to exile a target player's graveyard and also draw a card, so it replaces itself. We have Witch Enchanter, which also has a backside of a white mana if we really are desperate, but it can destroy an artifact or enchantment. We have Swords to Plowshares to get rid of pesky creatures, Reality Shift as well, but also gives our opponent something back because we're nice. Like a combo deck. Deflecting Swat if someone targets our Zirda. We want to keep her around as long as possible to be able to combo out, but probably we're not going to play her if we don't have the combos out yet. Generous Gift, removal for any permanent. They get an elephant as a little little nice thing. Chaos Warp, just like the artwork, and generally a solid card to remove any permanent. Should be in any red deck in my opinion. Gets rid of enchantments as well, which red has problems with. Mental Blast to get rid of all the artifacts of our opponents. Damn to get rid of our whole board, or of the entire board of creatures, and Damnation as well to get rid of the entire board. If someone has too many creatures, we just need to pull the plug. We have card draw. Now, we are playing several tokens in this deck, several token creators, and or maybe we have a player, an opponent that has a big creature deck, a many creatures that attack, and for just 3 mana we can draw a whole bunch of cards. Worst case, we draw 2 cards for 3, which is still at instant speed or divination. So great pauper card, should be included in more blue decks in my opinion. Necropotence, we are gonna want to get towards the combo pieces that we want to cast. So life is our resource here. We're just gonna draw through our whole deck. Let's pay 20 life and get the stuff we need. A rope. Maybe we want to attack with our commander or some Thopters from time to time, and even equip is reduced here, so why not equip for 2 and draw a couple of cards with this? I think it's a solid inclusion in this deck. Skull Clamp to get rid of our Thopters and replace them with card draw. Always a great card if we're playing 1/1s. A Magus of the Wheel, which is the budget version of the Wheel of Fortune, to replace our hand and all players' hands with 7 fresh cards, and hopefully the combo pieces that we are missing. Midnight Clock, also a reset, puts on more and more counters, also ramps us with blue, because why not? And when we went through our whole table rotation 3 times, so every upkeep it gets a counter. At 12 counters, we reset our graveyard and we draw 7 more cards. The thing with this is that this is only for us. Our opponent does not get a fresh hand, no graveyard reset, just for us. Very nice card, should be played more in my opinion. It's a nice card. Nice and fun casual card. Costly Plunder, we have several Thopters, why not sack them for more cards? And these do all of these do that. This even double with flashback. This as well, German translation on the side. Village Rites, also sack a creature and get 2 cards. Staff of the Storyteller creates a spirit, and also whenever we create any more tokens, we put more counters on there and we can remove counters to draw cards. I found it a nice and fun inclusion to put in here. Lauren of the Third Path. By the way, if you want to go even stronger, you can replace it with a Heuristic Study, obviously, if you want game changers in there. Now, Lauren of the Third Path. For 3, you can use it as removal, and also a nice political card to each draw a card, you and an opponent. Black Market Connections for options. Life is our resource. Let's use it. Get treasures, get draw cards, get some token, why not? Reality's Chip I also put into the card draw category, since it lets us look deeper into our deck, and when we do so, we kind of have 1 more card in our hand, kind of, from the top of our library. I like to include that because Reconfigure also costs 2 less, so for 1 blue we reconfigure. And similarly, Search for Azcanta. We look at the top card, if we don't like it we put it into a grave, and if we have 7 cards it transforms. And what I like here, even the activated ability of the land now is reduced by 2, and we get a non-creature, non-land card into our hand, and this kind of counts towards card draw, but obviously also as a land and towards ramp if you want to count it towards that. Now towards the tutor category. We're playing several tutors to make the deck as reliable as possible, to get the stuff that we really need at the specific time that we want them to. So we have Reckless Handling here for 2 mana. We get to search for an artifact, and we're not playing Gamble since we're not playing Game Changers. If we want, you can put in Gamble as your game changer. But yeah, we discard a card at random. If we discarded an artifact card, maybe the one we tutored for, we deal 2 damage to each opponent at least. Now, we are playing kind of a budget version in this case, since we are not playing the best tutors like Vampiric Tutor, Demonic Tutor, you name it. So we have Transmute cards, and several of the combo cards cost either 1 mana, or 2 mana, or 3 mana. There's another 2 mana tutor and another 3 mana tutor. These are all great, and most of the time, 99%, we will not use for their effect. If the effect is relevant to you, you can look up the card, just pause the video and look what the card does. We have the Moon Silver Key, I think it is in German, and this one gets us a mana artifact, maybe a combo piece, or a basic land. We don't play any basic land. This one will get either a mana rock or a combo piece, so keep that in mind. Now, Expedition Map, we get any land card into our hand, so it doesn't have to be a basic land. We are playing 0 basic land, so the best land that we need at some point, maybe color fixing, you name it, we get it with Expedition Map. Our Given Find I also put in here like the Joker card. This is the best enchantment or artifact from your grave. If a combo piece fell into your graveyard, why not get it back for just 1 white mana? You should play it. Play it in white decks that play artifacts or enchantment that matter to you. This card is undervalued in my opinion. Cursed Mirror, also a card that kind of functions as a joker. Maybe you have a good creature on board that you want to copy. Maybe your opponent has one that you want to copy. Why not use Cursed Mirror? Later, it's a mana rock. I find it a solid inclusion. Now, let's go into the nitty gritty. The cards that make the deck the combo pieces. We want to win with combos. Ineos, the Gale Force. If we have infinite mana, he can boost our board infinitely. And there are infinite mana producers here. There is this bonus effect that allows us to trade around into the right direction cards from each player, but this will not be the main thing that this deck wants to do. Rather, infinite damage with flying creatures. Hangerback Walker, speaking of infinite creatures and infinite damage, why not have infinite Thopters split out of the Hangerback Walker when we have infinite mana. I will show you how to make infinite mana in a second. We have Might Overseer, who can make infinite toxic 1/1 tokens and also boosts them. So I think they are dead. I will show you how you get the white mana here so you don't have to pay all the life. This one we can make infinitely big and infinitely destroy stuff, kind of. Also reduced if we don't have infinite mana, so I find it very useful. Just 1 mana to make it bigger now, and everything is reduced by 2 if you want to reduce stuff for X. This makes an artifact, or any creature unblockable. We get 2 bonus Thopters, and we tap 2 to make them unblockable. Thassa taps creatures, blinks our commander for more tokens, and if we have infinite mana, we get infinite blue with a certain card. Actually 5 certain cards that all allow us to do that. We can actually tap down all blockers and now have infinite blockers. Rocket Launcher, if we have infinite mana, this one can deal infinite damage to all players. We have to sack it at the end of turn, and we cannot use it at the turn that we cast it. So we cast it, either we have it already out or we cast it now that we have infinite mana, and the next upkeep we just kill everyone. Basalt Monolith is the card that we create infinite mana with. So for 3, it gives you 3 mana when you tap it, but doesn't untap normally. You have to pay 3 to untap it again. And if you don't know the combo, now you know, with Zirda out, you can untap it for just 1 mana. There is the Game Changer version of Grim Monolith, which is a Game Changer, and we don't play Game Changers because we're playing a fair bracket 1 deck. This untaps for 1 now and gives you 3 mana, and then it untaps for 1 and gives you 3 mana, and then you make infinite mana. Now we have infinite colorless mana, and what better thing to do to just put it into a Staff of Domination and use all the effects that you want. Make infinite life, tap and untap infinitely creatures, draw infinite cards as much as you want. You do what you deserve. How about drawing infinite cards with a 1 mana 1/2 creature that just wants colorless mana? Why not? Or Spectral Sailor, which also draws cards and wants a blue source, and now I will show you how we make those blue sources. Because these cards here have the filtering ability of you paying 2 mana to get 1 mana of any color. With Zirda, all your colored mana can be produced with just 1 colorless. It reduces it by 1, because we cannot go to 0, and now you can pay any 1 colorless to get 1 colored mana. The rest is not that important, though you could maybe use it for 6 and tap it to destroy target artifact, target creature or enchantment, but normally use it for the filtering ability. And now we can, with infinite colorless mana, actually also draw cards with this one. We can, let's look again, also tap infinite creatures. We can also create infinite might tokens with toxic that are 1/1s. We can infinitely boost our board and then make the attacking creatures unblockable. And this, in a non-game changer deck, I find quite powerful now, isn't it? Let's look at the next one. Energy Refractor. Also, it draws a card, great, it replaces itself already and filters your mana. Pack Beast filters your mana and counts towards whatever. No one cares. Prismite also does that. Keep the mana costs in mind, because we have the transmute cards that can tutor for exactly that card, or exactly for this tutor for exactly this card, for example, that costs just 1 mana. And lastly, we have the Signpost Scarecrow that also filters mana. Protection. And I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the last category before the lands. So yeah, support me on these platforms if you haven't already. Protection! Force Field. For 3 you can just pay 1 mana to lose only 1 life. We don't have the biggest aggro deck here, we're playing a combo deck, people will attack us. Having this card out, which is on the reserve list and such a fun and unknown card, is great. You're being attacked by an 11/11 Blightsteel Colossus with Infect. How about you only get 1 poison counter? Because you don't care? Mother of Runes protects Zirda, for example, Breya, any of your combo pieces that you want to have sticking around. Now Mother of Runes does that, protects. We have Swifties, and we also have the Lightning Sneakers here, which both protect our equipped creature with either Hexproof or Shroud. Both give haste, and the equipped costs aren't really reduced because they already cost 0 and 1. Now lastly, the lands. And then I want to hear you in the comments which cards you would have included in this deck. We have Inventor's Sphere, which gives you a life if you have 3 or more artifacts, if you have Metalcraft at the beginning of your upkeep. Gives you a colorless. We're playing 4 colored, it's not the best land for color fixing, but then again we have enough cards that fix our mana, our colors if we wanted to. More importantly, it's another tutor for 4. You can tap and sacrifice it to get any artifact from your library into your hand, but you also need Metalcraft, so 3 or more artifacts. This one gives you your best artifact from a graveyard by sacking the land. We have Command Tower, already known. City of Brass gives you a colored mana by paying 1 life. We have some fetch lands that fetch for some triomes, for example. We have these 3 here. Another fetch land, and now we go into the dual lands here. I will just skip through the cards, say something maybe in between, but we're not playing any basic lands, so this is quite interesting to have a deck that really just filters mana here. This one can be replaced with a card draw here, that's nice. We're playing the dual land here that flips some filter lands, some very pretty shock lands here from the most recent non-Universes Beyond set. Shivan Reef, also really pretty in foil. And these are the blue and red ones and the red and white ones here. This one also filters some cards from the top of our library if we don't want to. Some Scry also, and a Sacred Foundry. And now I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments which cards you would have included in such a activated ability Breya and Zirda combo deck. And thank you everyone who joined the live stream. I hope you enjoyed this deck building video together here. 3 years on YouTube. Looking forward to more years with all of you. By the way, the deck list is in the description below if you want to check it out, as always on my videos. So do that. I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.